The story of PlayStation begins with a surprising twist. It was almost a Nintendo product. In the late 1980s, Sony wasn't a gaming company. They made electronics, music, and movies, but they had no plans to enter the console market. That changed when a Sony engineer named Ken Kutaragi secretly became fascinated with video game technology after watching his daughter play on a Nintendo Famicom. Kutaragi believed gaming would become huge, but Sony leadership dismissed the idea. Still, he kept experimenting and eventually designed a sound chip for Nintendo's upcoming Super Nintendo system. Nintendo loved the chip, and for the first time, Sony began working with the game company. This partnership led to a bigger idea, a new console called the Nintendo PlayStation, a Super Nintendo with a built-in CD drive made by Sony. But behind the scenes, tensions grew. Nintendo feared that Sony's control over the CD format would give them too much power. So in 1991, in one of the most shocking moments in gaming history, Nintendo publicly announced they were canceling the partnership without telling Sony first. Even worse, they announced a new CD partnership with Philips instead. It was a huge embarrassment for Sony. Most companies would have walked away, but Ken Kutaragi pushed Sony to keep going. Instead of dropping the project, he convinced Sony's executives to turn the abandoned prototype into a brand new console of their own. That decision changed gaming forever. In 1994, Sony released the first PlayStation in Japan. The PlayStation was a hit for three big reasons. First, it used CD-ROMs instead of cartridges, giving developers more space for better graphics, bigger worlds, and full-motion video. Second, Sony targeted an older audience, using sleek marketing and creating games that appealed to teens and adults instead of just kids. Third, they made it developer-friendly, attracting huge titles like Final Fantasy VII, Tekken, Crash Bandicoot, Metal Gear Solid, and Gran Turismo. By 1996, Sony was dominating the market. In 2000, Sony released the PlayStation 2, which became the best-selling console of all time. It doubled as a DVD player, making it an easy purchase for families. The PS2 library exploded with classics like GTA, God of War, Kingdom Hearts, and Shadow of the Colossus. No console in history has sold more. Sony followed with the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, each generation pushing graphics, online gaming, and technology forward. Today, PlayStation is one of the most powerful brands in entertainment, with blockbuster exclusives like Spider-Man, Horizon, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, and God of War, Ragnarok. What began as a rejected partnership and a cancelled Nintendo project became one of the most successful gaming empires in history. PlayStation didn't just join the gaming industry, it helped shape the future of it.